In today's episode, we'll be talking about how do you get your business or where do you get leads?
Hi, this is Karen Swim with Solo PR Pro, and today I want to talk about where do you get leads. One of the most common questions from new solo business owners is, how do I get business? Where do I go? And so I want to set you up for success by giving you the guidance that is not going to be just good for when you start your business, but to sustain your business over the years. So relationships are critical. Developing relationships with people. And that doesn't necessarily mean that business will only come from the people that you know today. It means that you want to put a process in place to continue to expand your network of people and understand that whether through networking or through your website and inbound leads, you have to have a process for being able to move relationships forward. I'll break down what that means. If you're looking for a job, you know that one of the most frustrating ways to find a new job or to find a new career is to go on to job sites and upload a resume. It's frustrating because it doesn't mean that it can't ever work, but it's one of the slowest methods possible because there's no human interaction between you and that computer. You upload a resume, it's filtered out or in through an algorithm, and a human being may or may not see it. Sometimes you never hear anything, and you repeat that process, and some people go through loading up hundreds of resumes to job sites before they ever land a position, and often it's not even through that methodology. Well, the same thing applies in your own business. One of the slowest methods to finding clients is to submit RFPs. You could do that for just, time and time again and not get results. Sometimes you may get, narrowed down to the top 5 or the top 3, but it's really not the most efficient way to discover business. Does this mean that you should never ever respond to an RFP? That's not what I'm saying, but it shouldn't be your primary method of developing business. Again, you want to focus on that methods that allow you to develop and to nurture those relationships. So there's a couple of ways to do that. One, let's talk about inbound marketing. If you're going to create a website, then you want to make sure that you don't just have a website, but that you have a way to capture people that are visiting your site, that you have information that's important to your target audience. Get them to sign up for a newsletter by offering, some valuable resource like a checklist of what to, how to make successful PR campaigns, or, some tip sheet, or, how to deal with the media. Think about your areas of expertise and offer something that they really find valuable, and then get them to sign up to your newsletter. Then you have an opportunity to talk to them again and again and to kind of move those digital relationships forward. Now, if you're, saying, what, I already know myself, I'm not going to do a newsletter, and I don't want inbound marketing to be one of my techniques, that's okay. There are other ways to do this. Again, you can use social media. It's another digital methodology that doesn't require you driving around to 20 different networking meetings, but it gives you an opportunity to begin to nurture those relationships. So look for people that you want to connect with and connect with them via social media, and then talk to them, get to know them, share, the things that they're sharing. Reach out, if you've been in touch with them for some time, and offer, say, hey, I saw that you shared this, or I'd love to learn more about what you're doing. Would you be open to a 15-minute intro chat? Recently, I had a LinkedIn connection reach out to me and say, hey, I'm connected to so many people on LinkedIn, but those connections tend not to go any deeper. And I really like to get to know more about you. So and he explained how he had been doing these virtual meetups and how they've been so successful. And I think he's done, 6 or 7 of them at that time. So he invited, 7 people to a Zoom call, and it was an hour call so that we could all get to know one another. I think it's okay that I share this, but his name is Dov Gordon. It was brilliant. And you know what? It was useful because I got to meet people that I would not maybe have otherwise come into contact with. I actually found some valuable connections, and I hope that they feel the same way. So don't be afraid to reach out and ask people to take that connection to the next step. Now, you don't want to do that in the first contact. I always liken, moving too fast to dating. You wouldn't, ask somebody out on a first date, and on that date, you ask them to marry you. Maybe you would, but it's not typical. And so relationships are always going to be the secret sauce to getting new business. We all know this. And so today, even as you're in your own job, look around your network and really begin to nurture your relationships. Be someone who is a giver. Be willing to connect other people together. Be willing to be somebody that meets the needs of others without seeking anything immediately in return. I promise you, if you keep the focus on people and you really put relationships first, your network will come through for you when it's time. When you have an ask and you have a need, they will definitely be there for you. And that is going to carry you through your entire business. We want you to have a strong start, but even more importantly, we want you to continue to develop and cultivate a business that is fulfilling. We want you to be happy, successful, and prosperous. That's our mission. And we started that mission more than a decade ago. And we're going strong, helping independents to really own their space and be what they want to be in the market. We realize that every individual business is individual. And so there's not one solution or one right answer, but we're always here to help you to find the answer that you need to move forward. I encourage you to visit our website at soloprpro.com for tons of free resources, advice, and articles around starting and maintaining a great business. We've covered every topic that you can imagine over a decade plus of being in business. And as always, I invite you to take a look at becoming a Pro Premium member of soloprpro.com. Just click the Go Pro button on our website to learn more. Thank you so much. And if this content is helpful to you, please like and share.